it also, in a way, perfectionism is rewarded online because everyone shows the polished look of things. So, you know, they go through this course and then they say, oh my gosh, now I'm making $100,000 a year, or I'm making $10,000 months, $15,000 months. And, by doing this, that, and another, or whatever. And so we see all of this finished. I've gone through the course, I've learned the things, I've been prosperous in implementing, right? And so we buy into that ideology, or that vision of that's where we want to be. But we're also in a new age of where you have instant gratification. So then
Yeah.
a lot of the people I feel like that don't finish the courses are the ones that get started and realize it's not going to be an easy start, because all they saw was that person selling that course, or that had built that course, or whatever. And which most of them, they're probably affiliates for the course that are selling it. And they've been through the course, they've learned all the things, they've become prosperous in it, they, implement it, they can vouch for it, whatever. Um, and so we buy into that finished product, the finished idea, the success, versus all the work that person had to do to get to that successful stage. Like I've struggled over the years of being in business, of not comparing my chapter 1 to someone's chapter 30, right? We talked about that a little bit in a previous episode. And that's kind of in this stage. We buy it because we see someone's chapter 30 and we're like, "Oh yeah, I need that. I want that. That's where I want to be." But they don't realize that that person took a year or two to get to chapter 30. And so they
Mhm.
get into like chapter 2 and they're like, "This is so hard. I don't want to do this anymore." And then they give up and then they move on. And they
Mhm.
think that that next course that has this extra thing in it, or, the more is the better, right? You're getting your money's worth because you're now getting more for this price. And in all actuality, it's just a bunch of noise. Finish what
Yeah.
you already started. You may have everything you need there. Your next thing is not another course, it's implementation of what you already have. And I think that's where we get to, is we're stuck in the needing to know versus executing what we already know, right?
Yeah.
So it, the internet, that's the lovely picture that it gives us. And I think that we
Yeah.
just need to push out all that noise, see it for what it
Yeah.
is. And I think that we have some great experiences and examples to have shared in that.
Yeah. And there has never been more free information readily available.
Hmm.
So we have to look at that too. Like while this person is telling you, and this is the reality of the world we live in today, that people are taking things, chat GPT in it, packaging it up, slapping their name on it and putting it out there. Now, the one thing is that while these things make it readily available and easy for people to access who aren't familiar with chat GPT or Gemini or Claude or all the others, right?
Hmm.
But at the same time, we do have to take that into consideration as well, just meaning that sometimes we do still, yet again, have a fast track way to get what we need. But is that really the problem? Is the problem the knowledge that we're seeking, or is it our ability to act on the information that we're being given? Right?
Yeah.
Because we do have these courses that are available that people aren't finishing. They're saying, okay, well, I'm stuck. I'm stuck because there's just tons of stuff in here that's not getting me to where I want to go. Or I feel stuck because I am not feeling equipped and, and capable of implementing what I'm learning. Sometimes we think that the course is the answer. Like that is the magic. It's like, I'm going to take this course, it's going to turn me into a whole new person. Like I'm going to do
Mhm.
things that I would not normally do because I'm working with this person, or this person is training me to do the thing, and it's just going to magically happen. But that's not what happens. They're giving you information, but they can only take you so far. You've got to be the one to take the step. You're the one that has to take the leap. You've got to open the door. You have to take action. And a lot of times that's where we're getting stuck